I was having a conversation with my husband before we potty trained our son Judah, and I was telling him, I think we're doing really well, just developing him, but I do think that there are certain areas where I have kind of not developed him as well, and they tend to be in the life skills area, like using a fork, using a spoon, sleeping in a big boy bed, and potty training. So as we started talking more about it, it came out that really the real deal was that we had some semblance of sanity in our home, and I didn't want to upset the apple cart by having him sleep in a big boy bed and having him be free to be able to get out whenever he wanted, or B, to be able to pee-pee and poo-poo wherever he darn well pleased and make a huge mess. I didn't want the mess of the freedom. And it really came down to I wanted control, which is okay for a time, but then the people that you are ruling over, if you want to talk about it in those terms, they hit a certain threshold where they want their freedom. And if you are unwilling to give it to them, then they either have to rebel or leave. That happens all day, every day, in all different kinds of circumstances in our world. That because we don't really enjoy the apple cart getting upset, we maintain a measure of control, and that's fine for a season until the group of people or the person that we're leading gets to a certain place of maturity. And once they hit that ceiling, then you either have to change as a leader or as a ruler of the home, or whatever sphere you're ruling, or they have to rebel or leave in order to get the freedom that they so long for. Because we were born for freedom, right? So after kind of doing some soul searching and realizing that I just didn't want to relinquish control, I decided to do some research on potty training. And I found this guru. There's this guru woman. She's probably on YouTube, but a guru woman who she has created this system of training kids, potty training kids. And it works pretty well, I think, for a lot of kids. I'm not going to say it's like a universal fix-all, but it's counterintuitive, because what she has you do is an instant upgrade, instant freedom upgrade. So you go through the house, collect all the diapers. The kid wakes up in the morning and you tell your child, you say, hey, you're a big boy or a big girl. Now we're going to throw away these diapers. These are not for you anymore. You're going to go pee-pee and poo-poo in the potty and just tell mommy when you need to go. And she says, have 3 days where that's all you do is you're at home and you are training that child to manage the new freedom that they have been given. So of course they're going to make mistakes. Of course they're going to make messes. That's fine. That happens. But it's like you're insisting. Baseline is you've got this new freedom. Now we're going to teach you how to manage it. And I was just thinking about how brilliant that strategy is, because it says, I believe in you. It says, I believe in you probably more than you believe in yourself. That's an empowering leader. That's an empowering mom. That's an empowering dad. And that's an empowering culture, is I believe in you more than you believe in yourself. And not only that, number one, I believe in you more than you believe in yourself. But number two, I'm going to help you manage this freedom. And so what you do is, they're going to make a mistake, but when they start to go pee-pee or poo-poo, you scoop them up, you take them, you put them on the toilet, and any pee-pee or poo-poo that gets in the toilet, you celebrate big. You celebrate, you give them a sticker or whatever. So I was just thinking about this in the context of, leadership. And I was just thinking about how, have you ever had like a boss or someone who's giving you an assignment, and then it's like they've given you freedom to do this assignment or whatever, and then they kind of micromanage you, or they kind of it's like, did you give me this assignment? Do you trust me or do you not trust me? Because this is not fun for me, this kind of like back and forth, little dance. I'm not enjoying this. Well, I think that a lot of kids experience that with potty training. And so, anyway, I was just thinking about that in the context of all kinds of different things. Instant freedom upgrades, like someone who's getting out of jail. They have been in a controlled system where everything they've been told to do, everything. I mean, they have been told what to do. And then they get out. And now they have all this freedom. Well, who is walking alongside them and helping them to manage it? I think about it in terms of women in the church. Dare I go there? There's been a cap on women in the church. There's been some, I think, really poor theology that has kind of kept women in this place of sort of like only children's ministry and only greeting team or something. It's really capped women in their leadership capacity. So, the idea would be to give them an instant freedom upgrade. Like, hey, okay, we want you in those meetings. We want you in those leadership meetings. But then you're going to have to train them about how to manage their freedom because they don't know how. They've never learned. They've never been in those meetings. They're nervous. They're freaking out. Like, they don't know what to say and what not to say and how to have a rapport with male leadership. And they don't know how to do all that. So they need to be taught. They need to be trained, and they need to have someone that says, hey, I believe in you more than you believe in yourself, and I'm going to walk with you and help you to grow in this. So that's my potty training / freedom / empowering leadership talk for today. Hope you have a good day.